Welcome to this episode of Chattin with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today I got Jay Dobyns. Yeah.
So the recovery was like, man, I was in the hospital for a couple weeks and then, kind of chilling for a couple weeks, but I came back from that pretty quick.
So then you come back, right? And what case do they put you on? Are you eager to get back into the business? Do you have anxiety from the shooting? Like, what's going on through your head when you return
Well, I'll
back
tell you what, man, I had my out. And so this is, damn near close to 40 years ago. Now, the decisions I made then, I'm kind of looking at them now, like, so after I got shot, there was attorneys that were lining up saying, like, dude, how much money you want? You were not trained. You were put in a position where the agency has a huge liability. They want you in this story to go away. Like, you know what $1 million looks like? Man, like, I grew up in a blue collar family, man. My dad was a carpenter. My mom cleaned houses, man. We never had a whole lot, right? $1 million? I had no idea what $1 million looks like.
Yeah.
How about $5 million? They're saying, like, you tell me how much money you want, and I'll get the government to write the check. Just tell me how many zeros you want, because they put you in a bad spot, right? Like, I didn't take the job for money. I didn't take the job like no cop signs up for the job thinking that he's going to get rich or tries to get rich. They do it for other reasons, right? All I wanted was a chance to come back and see if I could do it better, do it right.
So you didn't sign the paper and get the money?
Well, at 25, money was very unimportant. Now, 40 years later, I'm like, man, I could have done a lot of things, man, if I would have taken that money and done something else, right? And probably lived a more peaceful life.
Probably.
But you know what? I knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to try to make a difference. I knew that when I came on the job, I really didn't know how the job worked, but I knew that I wanted to be a guy who would stand in between predators in the community and the good and innocent people out there who just wanted to live a safe, peaceful life. Like, those people, that element of society, like, needs people to protect them and to defend them. And I wanted to be that guy.
Yeah. So when you return back to work, are they putting you right back in the mix? Are they like, all right, we got this case we're going to try to put you on? How do you get pushed towards the Arizona chapter of the Hells Angels?
Well, so
or the solo, right? First the Solo Angels.
So after the shooting, I get transferred to Chicago, and a year later, I'm in another shooting, like in a running gun battle with gangbangers in Joliet, Illinois. I got shot again and got run over by a car after we did a machine gun exchange. We did a machine gun transaction, which went to shit, and I got it was in a shooting again, like a year later, right? So, but when you're young and those things happen to you and you survive them and you come out the other side of it, you feel invincible. I had a bullet go through my chest. I got run over by a fleeing vehicle during this shootout. I felt like I was invincible.
Yeah, you're like, nothing can touch me.
Nothing can get me, man.
Yeah.
Nothing's going to get me. But so, like, jumping forward into the Hells Angels investigation, that was 15 years after I came on the job. That was 15 years after those shootings, right? So in that time, I had developed, some skills and some tradecraft that gave me a chance, right? I've been buying guns on the street, everything from Saturday Night Special, like rusted shut revolvers, to shoulder launched rockets, right? I've been buying narcotics, everything from dime bags to cartel level build. I bought pipe bombs from homemade PVC glued together pipe bombs to servo activated remote control C4 IEDs. I've been involved in like home invasion infiltrations. I played a hitman in murder for hire schemes. So over the course of those 15 years, when the opportunity came to take a shot at this biker investigation, I wasn't that kid that got hired and got shot his first week on the job. Like I had learned the trade craft and the expertise that gave me a chance to survive in that environment.
Yeah, so you got this kind of see what the underworld is all about, and you can apply some of the things you learned throughout them years
Well,
to
you know
your
what, I
investigation.
loved it every day of it. The good days, the bad days, the days when I succeeded, the days when I failed, the days when I got things right, the days when I got things wrong and made mistakes. Every single day, I loved my life. I loved when my alarm clock went off in the morning and I put my feet on the ground and I was having my cup of coffee and my bowl of Cheerios. I was excited to go to work every day.
Yeah. And that was around this time when this investigation was starting.
You know, every day, even the bad days, man, even the days when I failed, I was like, man, you can do better, Jay. Like, try again tomorrow. I mean, that's just the beauty of life, man. We make mistakes, we
Yeah.
screw things up. What we're
But
trying to do, any of us, what we're trying to do is not keep making the same mistake over and over and over again. Try to learn from when we get it wrong.
did you ever feel like up to this point, did you ever feel like the organization that you're working for is not fully on your side? Are you having any feelings about them at all?
No, at that point in time, um, like I had no inkling of that. Like I felt love and support um, and all those things that you want to feel when you're out, like taking risks, putting your life on the line, putting your personal life on hold, asking your family to support you, and stand down on the things that they want from you in order to like do the things that you think are important in life. Um, like I felt like I had everybody's support. I didn't have everybody's support.
Yeah.
At that point in time, then I had all the support I needed. I had all the training I needed, all the love I needed. My partners and my peers were amazing. Um, there was no red flags at all.
Were you riding motorcycles at this point?
I could ride. Um, I could ride. I could not ride the way the guys that I was working on could ride. Like, I mean, those dudes grew up. Some of those dudes were riding motorcycles like damn near like after they learned how to walk.
Yeah.
Um, and so some of the way they rode um, was a bit overwhelming at first because these dudes are riding, 18 inches apart, back wheel to front wheel, 80, 90 miles an hour, um, side by side, splitting traffic, splitting lanes. Um, and then you got dudes that are like riding wheelies and doing burnouts and all, like I couldn't do any of that stuff. I couldn't trick ride by any means.
Was there, I hate to jump forward, but was there any crashes when you were doing your investigation? Was there
I had a
anyone?
couple minor ones.
Mhm.
I had a couple minor, like nothing that was very traumatic. I had a few minor diggers,
Yeah.
where I took a header and had to like shake my head and say like, man, that was stupid, right?
You
Don't do that
looking
again.
around to see if anyone's looking.
Exactly.
Like,
Now I saw some. There were some the accidents that took place around me. I saw a dude like get T-boned in an intersection and have his leg cut off, like real time, like not like his leg was damaged. His leg was separated from his body. like a pedestrian came up holding the dude, like the lower part of this dude's shin and his foot.
Wow.
Like, so like I, obviously never experienced anything that traumatic, but I saw it. Anybody that's seen a bad motorcycle accident will make you never want to get on a motorcycle again. I'll tell you that.